You're watching Game Show Network.
Stand by to cue announcer.
Coming in 5.
Okay,
4,
ready announcer.
3, 2,
And
1.
cue announcer.
From the Sony Pictures Studios in Culver City, California, this is Game TV. Now, here's Dave Nemeth and Nancy Sullivan.
Hey, welcome to Game TV. It's Friday. Today it is.
Hi.
Unless you're watching it tomorrow, and then it's Saturday, but it's Friday right now.
That's right.
That's right.
Thank goodness.
Nancy has returned. The
I have.
lovely Nancy Sullivan. Thank you. I missed you
Oh.
so much.
You
and I
need
mean
me,
that
huh?
very sincerely. And you know what? You got your feelings hurt last
getting a
time
raise.
when somebody else came in here.
Yes, I did.
I said, no, don't bring anybody in. She's irreplaceable. I'll do it all by myself.
Well, you know, I was thinking when I was in San Diego that, you know, some people are irreplaceable, and so some people aren't, and I got myself a new co-host.
Now I'm hurt.
Hey, Dave.
Now
what?
I'm hurt.
I was at
You're
SeaWorld.
going to get makeup on it. See?
He didn't know
He's
I
all
had
brown.
this. You know, isn't this imposing? It's a stuffed shark. I just pictured Jaws making a scarier noise than this.
Good point. It doesn't quite fit the...
It's not frightening. But, hi, I'm Dave Nemeth.
Well, you should tell
Yes.
everybody what you were doing
Oh.
aside playing with stuffed sharks.
Well,
you were in San Diego
Wheel
for a
of
very good
Fortune
reason.
was doing College Week in San Diego. That'll be shown in a few weeks, and we were down there. Boy, I'm telling you, dog and pony show. They spend a lot of money bringing the whole thing. It's like bringing the circus down there. People were very excited. It's
And
great.
So Pat was there, Vanna
Matt was there. Vanna was there. Talked to the whole crew.
and we're going to see the whole thing later on.
That's right.
Not today, but later.
That's right.
Because today we've got something even more exciting, or just as exciting, I should say. It's part 4 of Celebrity
That's
Jeopardy.
right.
That's right.
And
Behind the scenes.
the jewel in our crown,
Yeah, he is.
Mr.
He is.
Game Show.
It's so hard to go a whole week without having Fred here. You know, it's just
I know.
because he's such a great guy. So we're going to take your calls, and you guys can ask him questions. And once again, you can try to stump Mr. Game Show.
It's a tough thing.
My
to do.
favorite part is hearing Lisa say, "And now, Mr. Game Show."
I'm so sad that that's your favorite part. That
I like
worries
that. That's
me.
the best thing about having Fred here. Sorry, Fred, but it's the truth. All right.
And you know what else? We have the Wheel of Fortune. This is the Wheel of Fortune day here. Wheel of Fortune is live, as we've been telling you, in Branson, Missouri. There you go, Monday through Saturday, 9:30 a.m. Central. Peter Marshall's out there with the gang. Now get out there because the audience members are chosen to be contestants and they can win big prizes. And this is rare because there is a huge waiting list to play Wheel.
And they're
It's
big
a wonderful
prizes.
opportunity.
So take a truck
Yeah.
when you go down there. 'Cause you might, need a big prize. Maybe they'll give away the wheel. The whole.
Oh, I don't think they'll do that.
Wouldn't that be cool to have
They
the wheel?
need the wheel.
The Wheel of Fortune in your own home. You know, you have company over and you can just like put.
I think Fred has
put
that at his
drinks
house.
on the thing and hey, you get a Coke. You know.
Hey, you know what time it is, Dave?
Yes, I do. It's Race for the Numbers.
That's right.
Sharky.
He should go, shouldn't he?
Is he going to give
Yeah.
him a name?
Get out of here.
No.
I don't
you
know.
read
We'll
the
think
prize
about
copy.
it.
Then I'll
Okay.
go.
Our winner today will receive Croton Ladies and Gents two-tone bracelet watches, Micron 24-karat gold-plated, Roman numerals on bezel, mineral crystal, water-resistant from Croton Watch Company.
Okay, what an
it's
interesting
not.
watch.
You know, that looked exactly like the coffee table from Ashley Exton.
That's because the watches have the delightful glass crystal on them.
But it's the watch.
It is the watch.
It's not
Croton
the coffee
watches
table.
are the prizes. We just showed that
We're
instead.
just testing you.
Just for fun. You got shark hair on my coat.
At least you're not covered with fish.
That's true, because then it would stink in here.
Mm-hmm.
But having you back, it's delightful. All righty.
Stink and me in the same sentence. I'm not comforted by that.
You're going to wear that shark all day, aren't you? Okay, let's play Race for the Numbers. A couple of players on the line. And we have Jason Dake from Vienna, Missouri, and Pat Mason of Fairfield, Virginia. Jason, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. Are you happy it's Friday?
Oh, yeah.
There's something about Fridays around here on this show. We just get a little bit out of whack, you know? It's one of those things. But that's okay, because it's Friday.
That's right.
Yeah, what do you do there in Vienna?
I work as a security guard
Oh, that's a good job. So are you work at night or during the day?
at night.
At night. So you're just getting home?
Actually, I'm off today.
Oh, that's good. Because if you were just getting home, then I'd feel like you were using us to go to sleep. All right, we're going to put you on hold, and then we'll play Race for the Numbers in a second. Pat Mason in Fairfield, how are you?
I'm just fine. How are you, Dave?
Just terrific. You ready to play Race for the Numbers?
I sure am.
What do you do there in Fairfield?
I stay at home.
You stay at home? I wish I could do that. That's great, but I'm sure you're very busy around the house.
Well, I try to stay that way.
Well, that's good. Well, I hope you do well today. We're glad you got through, and we are going to play Race for the Numbers in just a second after I tell you the rules. Remember, you can't enter an answer until you see the 3 lighted buttons on the keypad on your TV screen, because all the buttons on the keypad will be locked out, except those 3 lighted possible answer buttons. Your answer won't register unless you press one of the lighted buttons. All right, enough said. Let's go to Jason Dake. Jason, you're going to go first. Are you ready, sir?
I'm ready.
All right, 30 seconds on the clock for you. Here's your first photo. Good luck, and go. In the kid's poem that starts rub-a-dub-dub, how many people of this gender are in the tub? 3, 6, or 9? Incorrect 3. The poem about this sport called Casey at the Bat begins, the outlook wasn't brilliant for the Mudville how many? 5, 7, or 9? Incorrect 9. When this man hosted Password, how many players competed on each show to guess what the password was? 4, 6, or 8? Incorrect 4. Since the 1980 elections, this animal has been the party symbol for how many victorious presidents? 1, 3, or 4? Oh, out of time. Doggone, Jason, you didn't get any right, but sometimes we can get a tie, 0-0, so don't give up hope. You never know. Let's see how Pat does. We'll go to Pat Mason in Fairfield, Virginia. Pat, are you ready?
I sure am.
All right, 30 seconds on the clock for you. Here's your first photo. Good luck, and go. This man always talked about serving as a soldier in the big one, which he referred to as the WW number. What number, 1, 2, or 4? Incorrect 2. Louis, the King of France, who married this let-him-eat cake lady, had what number after his name? 16, 26, 36. No answer, 16. This woman starred with Clint Eastwood in a Western about a nun running guns called How Many Mules for Sister Sarah? 2, 5, or 7? Yeah, no answer, 2. A college team in this sport called the UCLA Bruins have beaten their crosstown rivals, the USC Trojans. And lo and behold, we do indeed have a tie. Oh, we don't have a tie. Oh, that's so we have no scores at all, so that means both of you guys are going to get the JCPenney portrait package, and that's a 3-sheet portrait package valued at $39.95. And so we had no winner because we had no score whatsoever. So congratulations to both of you for playing and getting through. Pat, hope you have a great day there in Fairfield.
Thank you very much.
All right, Jason, same to you. Have yourself a great day there in Vienna, Missouri, okay?
All right, thank you.
All right, bye-bye. Wow, 0-0.
I know. I'm going to go by Vienna and get a gondola ride from Jason. He promised me. So,
Fridays are weird.
Fridays are weird.
They're just
hey,
weird.
Stick around, though, because up next, part 4, behind the scenes at Celebrity Jeopardy.
This portion of Game TV is brought to you in part by Nutri-Nail and ProFirm Kit.
Brittle nails that break and won't grow? Get Nutri-Nail. Short brittle nails grow in just 5 to 7 days. Nutri-Nail. Short brittle nails grow. Guaranteed.
Gorgeous spiral curls are easy to perm at home with the ProPerm Spiral Curl Kit. It has it all, even spiral rods. ProPerm, beautiful spiral curls at home, guaranteed.
Now do away with razors, cuts, and stubble. The Hair Off Mitten with its special silk coat surface that massages away hair fast and easy. The Hair Off Mitten, amazing.
Only strong hair can survive style after style. So I use Pantene Pro-V Mousse. Styling was ruining my hair, but Pantene Pro-V Mousse actually helps keep it strong. The exclusive Pro-Vitamin formula penetrates, improving your hair, so you get the strength you need to create the style you want, the volume you want. With Pantene Pro-V Mousse from the complete Pro-V styling collection. For hair so healthy it shines. It's a stronger sense of style.
Does your tissue leave you with a problem on your hands?
He blows his nose, he goes right through the tissue, and his hands get all wet. And so's the ball.
And everyone else's hands.
That's why there's Puffs Advanced Extra Strength, the tissue that keeps hands cleaner and drier than regular tissue.
Drier is definitely better.
Puffs Advanced is 60% thicker.
Thicker? They really are soft. This should protect their hands, and I'll protect the azaleas.
Puffs Advanced Extra Strength, the best ones to protect your loved ones.
Noted psychologist Abraham Maslow states that everyone needs love. And
what better place to get it than Game Show Network? That's right, it's love in the early evening, 5 days a week. Get the love you need weekdays at 8 and 8:30 only on Game Show Network.
How would you like to attend the legendary Wink Martindale School of Fashion?
That'd be nice.
Well, class starts at 5:30 sharp. Don't miss Tic-Tac-Toe on Game Show Network.
All right. We're back.
Yeah, we are.
Yes, excuse me. And you know what? We were just talking, you went behind the scenes of Jeopardy, Celebrity Jeopardy.
I certainly did.
A lot of neat celebrities, and it's time for our our next part of the continuing ongoing series of 5. And this would be number 4.
I do believe.
Because 3 was yesterday.
I know. And I guess 5 is next time. You know, this was the fun one. This was the star of TV's Law and Order, and they went out, gavel to gavel. Let's take a look at how they played. It's always a television event when the stars come out to play Celebrity Jeopardy, and this year's week-long tournament is no exception. I'm Nancy Sullivan for Game TV, inviting you to join us as the Legal Eagles go gavel to gavel. We'll meet the stars of TV's Law and Order as they plead their cases for charity on Celebrity Jeopardy. Hey, we got the Law and Order people. They're calling for places, so we got to get moving. Hang around, we'll see what the verdict is. It was order in the court as stars Benjamin Bratt, Carrie Lowell, and Sam Waterston took their places for Jeopardy. So you're going to be playing with your co-stars, which is different.
Sam and Ben.
Is that making you feel more comfortable than if they were strangers?
Yes, it probably does. We've been laughing a lot about it, and we have odds at the show. I think Wardrobe has their own pool, and then the Grips have their own pool about who's going to win. Sam and I practiced world capitals at the courtroom, at the DA's table, the prosecutor's table, last week on the set. World capitals for 800, please. That's about the extent of my practice.
Well, no, I wouldn't call it practicing. I've just been witnessing how unready I am for this.
Female of the species, $400.
I'm not so sure that I'm ready for anything.
Really?
No.
Does this feel more nerve-wracking than the familiar turf of Broadway or...
I'm trying to pretend it's not happening.
Really? You usually ask all the questions on your show. So how does it feel to be in the hot seat today?
It's very, well, I think we'll have a good time. I'm counting on Carrie to have the answers.
I've watched the show probably a handful of times in the past couple weeks since I've known we're going to be on the show. And I hope this particular game is going to be a little more, shall we say, celebrity-friendly than the normal games, because the questions at home are a little bit tougher, I think. From what I understand, though, I am the long shot. The cast of the crew of Law & Order in New York has got a pool going, and they think that I'm going to come in last place.
How does that
hurt my
feel?
feelings a little bit, but I don't mind being the underdog. I don't.
Now, let me give you a hint. That buzzer, that's the thing.
It is.
You got to get familiar with that buzzer.
I got the quick draw here.
Have you been working out?
I've been working on my thumb, yeah. I've been doing this.
Is that the Brat strategy? Okay, let's see.
See? I'm in there.
I just lost, and I owe him $1,000 now. And you owe it to yourselves to join us on our next show for the final installment of our peek backstage with the stars of Celebrity Jeopardy.
Got some mean thumbs there.
He does.
Yeah. Did he win?
I was intimidated. Yes, he did.
He kicked butt, did he?
He invoiced me. No, he didn't win the show.
That's what I meant.
Am I allowed to
obviously
say?
He kicked
They must have
your
already
thumb.
shown that one. Sam won.
Did he?
Yeah.
Really?
I think they might have let him, though.
You think so?
I don't know.
Why would they do that?
Well, he's the DA.
Oh, that's true. He might come back to haunt him if they beat him, right?
exactly.
Yeah, that looked like a lot of fun.
It was fun.
And then we do have part 5, because we've done 5, you know.
That's right. And we have Mr. Game Show here today. You can call in and stump him if you can. We'll be back right after this.
All right, Fred.
You're watching Game Show Network.
Of drought and famine.
Lack the power to stir our hearts. Simplest thing in the world is to just turn all this off, because things never seem to get any better, do they? For the last 18 years, I visited areas where the day-to-day living conditions are unthinkable, and it's the children who always suffer the most. At times I've wanted to turn it off too, but I can't, because I can't forget the raw sewage that runs by where children eat and sleep. I can't ignore the babies losing their eyesight because they didn't get simple vitamins. I can't turn away from the listless girls and boys who are near death simply because they have no food or water. But I've seen something else, too. I've seen babies come alive with new health because of miracles made possible by people who called and became Save the Children sponsors. But we still have a long way to go. We urgently need you to call Save the Children now. It doesn't take much. $20 a month. From where we sit, that may not seem like much, I know, but where children are hurting most, $20 a month can be enough to give a child protection from deadly but preventable diseases like measles, a chance to learn to read and write, and most of all, nutritious food. How do you know your donations are really making a difference? You'll find it in progress reports from Save the Children. Read it in letters proudly written by your child. and see it in the ear-to-ear smiles and photos. Your money isn't used as a direct handout. Instead, it will be combined with donations of other sponsors to help your child and all the children in a community. So you can continue to turn off the needs. Or you can call this number and say yes to sponsoring one precious girl or boy. I promise you can help make these haunting pictures go away. Please call.
Bankruptcy, the most punishing of all game show penalties. Watch as contestants risk economic disaster on Wheel of Fortune at 11 a.m. Eastern on Game Show Network.
Name a part of a tree, I asked. You said a trunk, 22 points away from $5,000. Our survey said...
Oh, dear.
Show.
Like a built-in social life.
I'll tell you what, in its heyday, Richard Dawson was somebody really special in the world of games. And you know, well, who else is very, very special?
I do.
Our very own
Mr. Game Show.
Fred Westbrook.
Hey, thanks,
He's
gang.
here.
Hi.
Hi.
We're going to talk about Family Feud today.
Yes, sir.
Good.
Before I talk about Family Feud, I gotta tell you,
Yes.
the late, great Wolfman Jack,
Aw.
his
Yeah.
wife Lou,
Yes.
her name is Lou, are great fans of this show and of you two.
Wow.
And
good.
she wants to
Oh.
and I want to say hi to Lou, and she wants you to say hi to her as well.
Oh, great.
Well,
Hey,
hi,
Lou.
Lou. Thank you for watching.
Thanks for watching.
That means a lot to us. It really does.
She's in North Carolina. The great Wolfman Jack.
Oh,
Yeah.
we loved
Oh, he was
Wolfman.
great.
Sure, he was.
And Lou must be a great lady.
She's a lot of fun.
Oh, that's great. Well, thank you for watching. That's really nice. And nice of you to pass it along,
Yeah,
Fred.
sure.
Well, let's talk about the feud.
Family Feud,
Yeah.
as Gene would say.
There you go.
With
That
Richard
turns
Dawson.
Yeah, now wasn't he on Match Game before Feud?
He sure was, and I have a great story. He was a regular on Match Game. He did so well that the fans wrote in for Match Game and said, hey, we love Dawson, that Mark Goodson gave Richard Dawson a shot at hosting a game show. It was called Family Feud. Great marriage, big hit.
It really took off. I mean, it was
Big time.
there are very few shows that take off like that. Match Game, Wheel, Jeopardy, Family Feud. I mean, what a classic thing, and it was very, very special back at the beginning, because we see some of the first episodes, and you can see the rawness of it. But boy, did it gel when it
Sure.
took off. It really did.
Big hit, and what's interesting to note about Family Feud is they had a different set for the pilot. They had a somewhat of a square set, and then when it made to the series, they had a roundish logo. So that's pretty interesting. So they changed the set, and it was a big hit. It won 2 Emmys, an Emmy for Best Show, and Richard Dawson won an Emmy for Best Game Show Host.
Now, you know what I liked about the show? There was an element of chance. It was very exciting because you never knew, because it depended on the survey.
Right.
So it wasn't just about having knowledge. It was about having popular opinion.
Sure.
So it was fun.
The survey, the first question on the very first Family Feud was name some famous Georges. George of the Jungle.
George Washington.
George Washington.
George
First
Jessel.
question, right? First question on Family Feud.
I'll be darned. That's
Oh.
something interesting.
How'd you know that?
Yeah.
Oh,
he's
I'm just a
Mr. Game
wealth
Show.
of knowledge.
Oh, silly me.
The show did so well that, and this is rare, but ABC actually built some primetime specials.
They
around
sure
the show.
did. It did so well. It was on ABC Daytime. It was syndicated, and ABC Primetime did a couple of specials with a lot of big stars. My favorite episode of all the stars were when all the great game show legends were on Family Feud. You had Bill Cullen, Tom Kennedy, Bert Parks, Peter Marshall, Bob Eubanks, Nipsey Russell, all playing against each other. It was a good show.
Funny you should mention that, Fred.
What a coincidence.
We happen to have that over your right shoulder.
Okay.
Let's take a look.
It's time for the Family Feud Battle of the Television Hosts. Introducing the heavenly hosts, Peter Marshall, Leslie Uggams, Bert Parks, Tom Kennedy, and Jim Lang. And now, the magnificent MC, Betty White, Jim Perry, Bill Cullen, Nipsey Russell, and Bob Eubanks. Let's start the Family Feud Battle of the Television Hosts.
What a great idea.
fun.
What a
Good
wonderful
stuff.
concept. To get all those people together.
It's always good to see Bill Cullen.
Yeah.
Gosh, I just love that guy.
Yeah, there were several people there who are not with us anymore.
Yeah, the late, great Bill Cullen and Burt Parks.
Yeah, that's very sad.
Now, I have a question. Now, Dawson was such a kisser. He kissed everybody. What's the deal? You think he kissed those people?
He kissed the ladies, but not the guys.
Would that go over today? Could somebody get away with that, you think, today?
I don't know.
Don't get any ideas, Dave.
It was so it was so unique back then. I tell you how it happened. Dawson kissed a couple of ladies. Then the ABC brass said, "Hey, what are you doing that for? No other game show host kissed all these women." And Dawson said, "Well, you know what? Let me ask America if they want me to continue to kiss the ladies." He went on TV and said, "Hey, should I kiss all the contestants?" They wrote in, "Yes." Rest is history.
He's like the Tom Jones of game shows.
Right.
Now, Richard, of course, was an actor. He was in Hogan's Heroes.
Comic.
He also it was in a film with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Right.
And
in 1987, he did a film with Schwarzenegger, and he played a game show host.
Running Man.
Right.
Interesting. Very interesting.
Boy.
Well, as usual,
We
Fred,
could keep talking
a
forever.
fountain of knowledge.
That's right. And we'll be back with him and more of Family Feud and your phone calls, so stick around.
Safeguard helps protect against germs between washings.
Kids and their dads, they'll get into germs all day long. So safeguard your family all day long.
Safeguard antibacterial soap helps protect against germs between washings. Look, hours after washing, Safeguard is still helping to protect against germs. Unlike regular soap, why just wash when you can Safeguard?
Help safeguard your family all day long.
Riverdance. It swept Europe and now is sweeping the U.S. Experience this symphony of sight and sound, now available on home video. Feel the pulsating rhythm as 80 performers ignite your passion. Order Riverdance today, and you'll save $5 through this special TV offer. Now you can own your copy of Riverdance for only $19.98. Don't miss your chance for the original Riverdance. Order now.
Have your credit card ready and call 1-800-472-2329 to order Riverdance. Order today and save $5. Only $19.98 plus shipping. That's 1-800-472-2329. Sorry, no CODs.
Hey, game show fans, Game Show Network is looking for some talent. Now, if you think you have what it takes to become the next Alex Trebek, check out our coast-to-coast search for a host coming to a city near you. And if you'd rather like to watch from a comfortable distance, you can cheer on the prospective hosts as they compete for the hot seat. Either way, you can win thousands of dollars in prizes. Now, to get more information, take a look at our website, fax us, or write to us. Get in the game with Game Show Network's coast-to-coast search for a host. We'll see you there.
You're watching Game Show Network. Next up, it's The Price is Right, followed by Wheel of Fortune and Jeopardy.
In what U.S. city does most big news happen? You said Washington. I got to tell you right now, number one was Escondido. I doubt it. Our survey said 40! Oh, come on. New York, come on, radio, come on, radio. Something you listen to before you buy it. You said the stereo. If 29 people said stereo, the Castellano family has $10,000. Our survey said
Now, ask Mr.
Wow, that's like pro wrestling.
Yeah. Now, that, of course, was Ray Combs, not Richard Dawson, hosting the show. That was back in 1988. Ray was hired to be the new host, and unfortunately, Ray's not with us anymore. He was, in my opinion, as good as Richard. He was fabulous, very glib, very funny, wonderful man.
Ray was a nice guy. He really was.
And then Richard came back.
Yeah. Dawson came back, lasted about a year, and then the show got canceled.
No, that happens to so many good shows.
I know.
But I'm sure it
Knock on
will
wood.
come back sometime with someone.
I'm sure it would, too.
And the announcer, of course, was Gene Wood.
Our favorite.
Food everywhere.
Gene Wood. he would say,
He's a rascal.
The Family Feud.
Very good.
And he and Richard, boy, they must have been a rascally team.
Oh, they were.
I'm telling you.
Gene was more of a co-host on Family Feud because he was always on camera a lot.
Right.
He was actually more than the announcer. Gene was a great guy.
Well, Fred, as usual, it's Stump Mr. Game Show time, so we do have some calls. We're going to go to a caller right now. We're speaking with Wilma. Wilma, hi, how are you?
Fred and Wilma.
Fine, how are you?
It's like the Flintstones. Hi, Wilma.
Fine. I'm fine. How are you all?
We're doing just great. You have a question for Fred?
Yes, I do, Fred. I have a million questions, but I'll ask one.
Hello, Wilma.
Hi, how are you doing?
Or should I say, hey, Bonnie, where's Wilma?
I'm wondering about a lot of the people that were on these shows. Is Arlene Francis still living?
Yes, Arlene Francis, she's still alive, and she's in New York City. She's probably in her middle 80s. I think she's 85 or 86, but yes, she's still alive and doing quite well. Her last TV appearance, oddly enough, was on the Howard Stern TV show back in 89 or 90.
What a gal.
Yeah, she did a cute game show bit with Kitty Carlisle.
Oh, that's funny.
Excellent.
Very funny.
Hey, Sean, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Hi.
Hi. What's your question for Fred?
I'd like to know who's the original host of Jeopardy before Alex Trebek.
Hiya, Sean. The original host of Jeopardy was a guy who I actually knew, and I really miss him. It was the late, great Art Fleming. He hosted that on NBC. Art Fleming was the original host of Jeopardy.
And before that, didn't he host Concentration?
No, but he was a host...
sorry.
Close, though.
What, do I look like Mr. Game Show? I'm sorry.
He was... he was the man who came up with the phrase, Winston tastes good like a cigarette should.
Really?
That was his voice, Art Fleming.
Oh.
So who hosted Concentration besides Hugh Downs?
Well, he was the first. After Hugh Downs, it was Jack Barry, and then it was Jack Nars and Bob Clayton, Alex Trebek, Ed McMahon, Bill Mazer.
Okay,
whole
we get
bunch
the
of
point.
guys.
You've got him going.
All right. Well, let's go to Troy. Troy, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Hopewell, Ohio.
Okay, and you have a question for Mr. Game Show.
Yes, I want to know what show did Nipsey Russell host?
Hiya, Troy. I actually worked on that show, NBC, middle 80s, produced by Bob Stewart's son, Sandy Stewart. It was called Your Number's Up. It lasted 13 weeks.
And you worked on it?
I worked on it.
How long has Fred been with us?
I don't know.
Let's never mind.
But the show was Your Number's Up.
All right,
We have another caller. Hi, John.
Hi.
Hi, what's your question for Fred?
Which game show is your favorite and why?
Ah, good question.
Sure. Hiya, John. My favorite is a short-lived show. It was only on for, I think, 13 weeks. It was a show in '78 on CBS hosted by Bill Cullen called Pass the Buck.
Pass the Buck?
Pass the Buck. It was a great show. I loved the show.
Was that short-lived?
Short-lived.
Wow.
But it was a great show.
Did you work on that show too, Fred?
No, I was 18 at the time, but it was taped at the Ed Sullivan Theater in New York City. I lived in Jersey. I would go down there and see Bill Cullen. It was a great show.
Wow, that's terrific.
You're such a Bill fan.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, you know, you missed Betsy Palmer yesterday. She was here. She spoke very fondly of you, and she did, in fact, mention the fact that, off camera anyway, that you and Bill were very close and stuff.
Yes.
So, but again, you've got all the answers, you've got all the knowledge, and you know it. And folks, if you want the answers too, and you want to know what's going on in the game show world or anything about game shows, you can order Fred's book. There it is, the Encyclopedia of TV Game Shows. 1-800-322-8755. Ask for the TV Games Department, and you can get Fred's book, and you can become Mr. Game Show.
That's right.
Or Ms. Game
Thank
Show.
you, Fred. We look forward to next time.
I love being here. Thanks.
Oh, are you kidding? Anytime. Hey, on our next show, Linda Day George from Mission Impossible. Da, 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 da. She'll be here taking your
Cool.
calls. And it'll be our final behind-the-scenes look at Celebrity Jeopardy. So we'll see you on the very next Game TV. Dun, dun,
Oh, the
dun,
Wolfman
dun,
Jack, baby. We
Oh,
gonna get down with the midnight special, man.
Imitation today.
Service merchandise. Select top name brands from our catalog or redeem at any one of our over 400 stores nationwide from Service Merchandise. Some of our winners will receive a gift certificate from JCPenney for a 3-sheet portrait package valued at $39.95. Photography by JCPenney, creating memories for a lifetime.
You're watching Game Show Network.
Even if you only have an idea for improving an